Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. The official file is closed. It's a simple, if tragic story. A lone, disgruntled gunman, a motorcade, and a nation's innocence lost in a handful of seconds. That is the script we were given. But in the shadows of the public record, another file remains open. A case file written in whispers, redacted documents, and the ghosts of inconvenient witnesses. This is the story of a coup d'etat. The anomalies began the moment the official narrative was written. A single bullet that defied the laws of physics. Dozens of witnesses who saw or heard shots from a grassy knoll, their testimonies systematically buried. A small-time nightclub owner with deep mafia ties, Jack Ruby, silencing the patsy on live television, an act he later claimed was to spare the First Lady the ordeal of a trial. The official story had glitches, and if you pulled on the threads, the entire fabric began to unravel. The file suggests Kennedy wasn't just a man. He was a problem for powerful people. He had enraged the CIA after the Bay of Pigs fiasco, promising to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it to the winds. He had his brother, the Attorney General, waging war on the organized crime syndicates that had, ironically, helped him get elected. And perhaps most dangerously, he was beginning to question the undeclared war in Vietnam, a direct threat to the profits of the burgeoning military-industrial complex. These weren't just enemies, they were invisible empires, and Kennedy was threatening their bottom line. When you look deep enough, the case file stops being about who pulled the trigger. That becomes the irrelevant detail. The real question is, who built the machine that allowed it to happen? The evidence points not to a single conspiracy, but to a convergence of interests, a permission structure. The mafia, the CIA, the war machine all stood to gain. The assassination wasn't an act of rebellion. It was an act of enforcement by a hidden government, a permanent state apparatus that ensures the elected office never truly threatens the levers of power. The death of the president wasn't the event. The event was the silent, seamless transfer of power that occurred in its wake. The case is closed, but the question it opened haunts us to this day. Who is really in charge?